lots of countries are now participating again in this tournament. And again, I would like to thank in advance to the organizers for having us here. It is a huge pleasure to be telling the story of the games, guys.
Yeah, sure. The draft was very fast, guys. Do not be surprised if this is the case.
Yes.
This is only because we already had our game earlier, but because of some issues, we had to restart the lobby. Nevertheless,
Yes.
we still have the game anyway. So, very quickly, Imagine, we're gonna show to our viewers our heroes picked up by Impunity KH. They are from Cambodia. This is Johed, Thams, Claude, Baksha, as well as Kagura. This is we've already had the chance to cast the games for this team. Actually, if you remember, Rookie Maru, when we were casting another international Mobile Legends event. And
I think Impunity KH are still is proving to everyone that they are the team to beat in their country, with them representing their country in every tournament that there is. Again, like what you've said, we saw these guys play, and Rookie is so notable here with his mage support course with his Kagura. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, you have Team TCN.
Yep.
Right? I think these guys are from what country again?
This is from Myanmar.
Myanmar, there you go.
Yep. This is TCN or Team Cyanide and Impunity KH. And imagine we are now inside the game.
Yep. So I think we can have a little bit of rundown here, Wolf.
Sure.
Before we start.
Lead the way, my friend.
For the side of the blue team, Niker is the Jawhead, Boom as the Tams, Rookie Maru again as the Kagura, 7KH as the Baksha, and OP will be using the Claude. Meanwhile, on the red side, Feed or Troll is the name for the Atlas, Crazy as the Valier, Ken as the Hayabusa, Sopu as the Uranus, and Ninja will be playing the X-Borg. So Wolf, Mobile Legends, it's been evolving. It evolved so fast. I've been seeing a lot of new picks recently, and I've been seeing. So again, thank you so much to the international viewers. We're back here again in the English stream.
That's right.
So so now the game has resumed, Wolf. I think it's still an even game because of the farm. But what's interesting here is the Hayabusa is the one being funneled by Team TCN. I'm not really sure if it's quite successful in the previous games that I casted, but most of it, I think the Hayabusa is, you know what, in a low win rate.
Yeah, it is.
But it's so hard to execute, especially when your opponent knows how to counter your composition.
And what we're seeing now, though, is there's a little bit of a tussle in the mid lane. It seems like they want to go for the Baksha, but the Baksha with the new skin is going to be able to get out.
I don't know what it's called.
It's a roller.
It's a biker.
Yeah. It's something like that.
It's a biker Baksha. There you go.
The biker Baksha, I love it. It's much better than what I thought.
Yeah, it's a biker Baksha. By the way, nobody's really getting towers right now, but the first blood will go to the blue team as the perfect match will be popped by Fedor Troll. That is the yin yang overturn.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, nice pull to Ken, and that is another kill. Rookie Maru setting it up for his team.
Amazing, really amazing clash in there coming out from the blue side, which is Impunity KH. This is a team that I would say is more experienced when it comes to international tournaments.
Yes.
We've seen them a lot. We've seen them through M1. We've seen them through Razer, Southeast Asia Invitational. And honestly, guys, we always get to see Cambodia in action with Impunity KH, and they're well represented. And hopefully today, or at least in the whole event that we have, we're gonna see them represent the country well. Imagine, I'm actually surprised that during this, inside the chat, a lot of people are actually going for TCN a lot of supporters from Myanmar or from Burma.
Myanmar.
Yep.
Probably the crowd favorites here for the side of TCN. But the problem right now is that Impunity KH, I think, like what you've said, in terms of experience, they really got the upper hand, and right now they're controlling every part of the map. Even though nobody's really pushing towers here, it seems like Team Impunity KH, they're leading the fights. They control the tempo of the fights.
Yep.
And what's interesting here for the side of Team TCN is that their side lane in the bottom lane is the only one leading. It's Sofu on this Uranus against the Jawhead. Dude, you're one of the players who really plays the Uranus.
That's right.
And I really think that it's one of the strongest side laners right now. What do you
is.
think about this pick, man?
It is. It's good against the Claude, definitely. It's a very decent kill on the high. It wasn't the kill on the high. But anyway, yeah, you wanna go for Rookie Map top? Yeah, it's good versus the Claude. It's decent against the Thams, against the Joyd. I guess the only problem now is the backshot. He's actually getting pummeled here in the mid lane. The Claude will be taken out. And a double kill for the Hayabusa as they take out two important members of Impunity KH.
So right now, Ken is getting what he wants. He really needs the purple buff and the orange buff for him to deal with the squishy heroes of the side of Team Impunity KH. There you go, that is another blade. The bursting fireball won't connect. Plus another normal hit will not finish up the job as 7KH is here for the retaliation play.
Yep.
Crazy is running away crazily as he will die in the hands of the Claude. But man, attempts were made for the side of TCN and they failed.
Yep. I like, however, that they get the farm on the Hayabusa onto the middle. That's Blazing do it just to clear out the minion wave, and they'll transfer now into taking this turtle and slowly getting onto it right now.
Let's see who's gonna do the initiation as Fedor Troll just boxing out the Claude. That will be the turtle slain by the Claude, ladies and gentlemen. Two heroes are falling low for the side of Unity KH. Pressing fireball in for Crazy. Plus, that is the flamethrowers from Ninja. Still has the immortality though. OP with a slither of health. Crazy is there for another Roma hit. The Searing Torrent won't make it, but OP will just BMI his way out. Ninja still trying to get him. One more hit! No way, Jose! OP!
Is there another dash? There is, but the BMI, oh no! He tried to dodge the Uranus, but instead he gives the double kill for the X-Borg, and Ninja is now up to 3 kills. As a result, there's a little bit of recovery when it comes to gold for TCN, but Impunity KH, they are still on the lead, but they cannot give away so many free kills, especially on this Hayabusa as well as this X-Borg. Top lane though, there's the Thams punishing and shutting down that X-Borg.
Man, Ninja, he took advantage of the fact that he has the early immortality in his hands. That's why they went too aggressive. But the problem there is, I think he overstayed in the top lane without any HP, easy kill coming in from the Thamus. But then again, like what you've said, Wolf, this Hayabusa is now having a great time. Even though he has 2 deaths already, he can definitely get the Claude and get the Kagura. Especially the Thams as well can make outplays. Plus, they can now easily set up for another gank.
Yep. Let's see now, the Sofu is gonna be chased down by 3 members of Impunity KH, but the Hayabusa commits the shadow kill. Oh wow, was that a dodge? Oh no, it wasn't the shadow kill, I'm sorry. It was just some of the skills coming out. It's just quad shadow, just a quad shadow. So they didn't overcommit. But they...
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I think the best problem here, the best way, I mean, for Team TCN to win this is to just give Sofu the free time of his life. Sofu is the hardest working man here as Team TCN, just confusing Impunity KH whether they will defend bot or will they fight 5-on-5. That is the Blazing Duet from OP. Crazy is falling low, but that is the pushback from the sitting torrent. He will survive this, but the Hayabusa won't, as Boom and company will take two heroes. It's a 2-for-2, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect match coming in from Eve or Troll, but that is the slow from the Frigid Breath. Sopu is still too tanky. Can he survive this? No, he won't. That will be 3 heroes falling down for Team TCN and Impunity KH taking the upper hand.
It's amazing. Clash once again. Taking advantage of all the team fight tools that this Impunity KH has. They have Claude, which is obviously a good damage source for AoE. The Yin Yang overturn as well from a support. Now they want to go for the Valier, so as the Cotton Inferno committed. Baksha will get the last hit, but it was an overall team effort in there from Impunity KH as they take a turret as well as a kill. Can they get more? It seems like they will not be chasing overly as they just get out.
There you go, yeah. This is what you call experience, Wolf, I think, for Impunity KH taking this advantage because, man, we saw it in the early stages that Team TCN, they were winning in terms of team fights because they got early immortalities, they're way too tanky, but I think the problem here is that Impunity KH, they're punishing TCN with their overcommitment, their overextensions.
Yep. And as a result, man, Gene, they're getting a lot of gold out of it.
Yep.
However, here's what's really surprising. The gold is not that massive when it comes to Elite. I mean, if you're looking at the gold, it's just about 1,000. And that kind of makes me think that Ken, on the late game, will have a straight-up chance against this Claude.
Yep.
Very much.
Definitely. And I think the thing that I don't like when you play the Claude and if someone really targets you is you will build somewhat of a defensive item, especially the Wind of Nature.
Yep.
Because when you build it against the Hayabusa, you are sacrificing your damage. And Wolf, one thing to take note here is that the Claude, the Art of Thievery, it got nerfed big time.
That's right.
I think the movement speed was lowered,
Yep.
so this Claude is not as mobile at its unlike the previous patches. But there you go. That is the team fight. Take it away, man.
All right. Seems like the Kagura will be taken away. Like you said, but the Baksha now in trouble. Baksha is gonna be killed. Boom is still alive. That's the Thams. Now the Cloud wants to fight against the Uranus, but the Uranus mans up and he's actually regening it up. There's a double kill already for the X-Borg. Might be a triple. It will be taken by the Uranus, but overall, that's a 4-man takedown coming out from TCN. And it seems like the team from Cambodia right now is struggling when it comes to team fights, even when we say that they have massive amount of team fight. This is just because of the fact that if they get microed by TCN, which happened in there, they can lose the fights. And I'm just happy to see this is happening on the side of the Hayabusa. A hero that we were saying that has a low, how do they say this, low win rate, but when used properly, Manjin, it can prove to be good.
Definitely, man. You play mind games with your enemies. Try to confuse him with the ins and outs of the quad shadow. Plus, if you're gonna look at the items here, bro, the tanks here for the side of Team TCN, they counter the Claude. That's the breastplate right now of the Uranus, plus the blade armor. And man, OP. Even though he has damage right now, this is gonna be difficult for him to deal with all of the tanks. Plus, Crazy is just playing way too well. That is the combo of the fatal links of the bursting fireballs. And man, the procs, the stun, the Lord is now in the mid. Ninja showing in the flamethrowers. OP with a blazing duet. Yes, that's the damage for you, but it's not gonna be enough. 12 to 13, TCN, bro. This is their debut game, I think, for an international event, and they are really putting on a show.
Wow, what a show indeed, Manjin, because I'm really surprised that they are really able to win this mid game, despite not having the best of a start. I think it's more on Ninja on this X-Borg finding the right rhythm, going for the right timing on the ultimate, and also contesting his opponents during the right moments. And with 2 deaths earlier on the X-Borg, it didn't matter now because he's got 7 kills. He's top of the pack when it comes to the farm. on TCN's side. And the fact that he's dealing so much damage with this glowing wand, you're gonna know that this X-Borg really knows how to use this hero. Have mastered it, Manjin.
He mastered the burn, the burning sensation, ladies and gentlemen. Plus, man, I think they can definitely get 2 or 3 easy kills. Because again, the Tams can just do so much. I think Tams right now is an underwhelming pick in the side lane, especially having this meta with pseudo side lanes with shields and the capability to outplay. Yes, the Tams can also do that, but the Tams needs to position and needs to enter the fight at the right time.
Yeah.
So I think Team TNC, they're taking advantage of their mobility too. Like what you've said, they have shields, they have dashes. Plus, you cannot really kill the Atlas quickly without any pure damage or a critical, because you don't have a carry or a Bruno in your composition.
Yeah.
So with this, man, it's really good to see that TCN, dude, even though it's Impunity KH having the experience, they're making a statement.
Statement indeed. And the statement, Manjin, is that we are gonna win. And even if you're an experienced team in international tournaments, we're gonna take you down. We have Ken's Hayabusa doing well. We have X-Borg coming out from Ninja, very smart and very calculated when it comes to movements. And a very solid setups coming out from Feet or Troll. I mean, he doesn't have any kills as the Atlas. He's 0-3. But the fact that he sets up for the team for great success, that's good as well. I'm kind of wondering though, Manjin, do you feel that Impunity KH still has a little bit of a chance coming into the late game? Because I feel that the Claude is still a Claude in the late game. It's still very scary.
I think it's getting lesser and lesser because the Claude, the problem for the late game with the Claude is that you cannot really stack the Art of Thievery again and again. Especially if you're stuck inside your base, right? Because you need to probably land 2 or 3 procs or get 4 heroes with the Art of Thievery. And again, it got nerfed. So you can only do so much. And I think the only target here for him is only Crazy.
Yeah.
But the problem here, if Crazy gets into the right position, he can just Searing Torrent the Claude away. So I think OP, he needs to be patient with his positioning.
Okay. Let's see if the patience will come. But unfortunately, the Basha isn't as patient. It's the shadow kill gonna be used just to take down this Basha. They were able to do so. And that's a bonus skill that they get. That's -1 already against Impunity KH. And obviously, that's already a big advantage in the late game.
That is your combo, bro.
Oh no.
Fatal Link Searing Torrent. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Jawhead being chased here is running for his life. But they will just get this orange buff and probably the final Lord take.
Yeah.
2 heroes are now down for Impunity KH, and Ken is setting up for the Lord. Another free Lord. Wolf, is this the nail to the coffin?
Oh man, definitely the kill onto the Claude once again. It kind of proves to us that without the Wind of Nature, any defensive item for this Claude, this Hayabusa is always a threat, and they are at the mercy of this Hayabusa. What I'm trying to say is that they're relying on Hayabusa to make the mistake. Maybe pop the ultimate too early or too late, but that might not happen because the way we can see TCN and how they play, they're very calm as compared to Impunity KH, who aren't that calm.
Plus, they know when to attack. They know when to go in. They know when to go out. It seems like Team Impunity KH right now, they're just reacting. And they're really confused on who to target, who to main focus fire in the team fights. I think, man, in every way, Team TCN, they're outmaneuvering Team Impunity KH.
Wow. Even Ninja on this X-Borg, he knows that he doesn't need to tank up. He needs to deal the damage. He goes for the blue potion. So farmed right now with Ice Queen 1 as well as the glowing wand. And now onto the middle.
Wow.
Man, it looks like a fight is going to break out.
There you go. That is the Jawhead. on the invisible state, but Feed or Troll is falling low. 48 seconds to Boom's death timer. Naker will actually get one kill, but Team TCN, they tried their best to end it, but Naker with an astonishing flank, getting the squishy heroes from the back and making it happen for Team Impunity KH. Impunity KH still alive, Wolf.
Yep. They've lost all their inhibitors though. And that was definitely some over aggressiveness coming up from Crazy as well as Ken. Ninja wasn't punished. I guess his immortality was popped, but that's all. And with the first Lord push, it was kind of a failure for TCN. But if you count the fact that they were able to take the inhibitors, I guess that's already a win for them. And they're tanking up. Ninja felt like he needs to tank up a little bit. Goes for the brute force breastplate, but is now going to be chased down by Niker. It comes the unstoppable force, but not enough to take down Ninja. As the Uranus Sofu is also posing some of the threats.
Yeah. Oh my. Why the threat there, Wolf? Or Team Impunity KH still? We saw how they were able to land in some damage against Team TCN.
Yeah.
But I think it's too late, man, because I think what happened there is that Team TCN, the Crazy was just outpositioned. They did not expect the flank from the Jawhead. But we shall see, as there's going to be another team fight here in the mid side. Feed or Troll pops the perfect match. There you go, Wolf, take this away.
Alright, Boom is going to be in trouble, but it comes down RKO to 3. What a fatal lace coming out from the Atlas, and now they've taken out the Claude. Can they get more? Time's going to fall, and looks like the next target is the Baksha. Double kill for the Hayabusa. Only 2 members left. They've taken out the Atlas, but in exchange, Kagura is going to go down, and that's a complete wipe as they get the double kill, and they'll take this home. TCN, they're going to take game 1 for sure.
Crazy even popping the Winter Tronson statement game.
Oh, definitely.
By Team TCN. Man, that was